All right. So here we are again. I'm starting over again. Um, reason I'm starting over this time. First of all, before I even tell you my story on how I've been working on this for the past 4 hours just today, and for the past weeks I've been working on it. A lot been going on. But before I get into all that, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna save you some time just in case you don't feel like going through this whole video, seeing my footage, the bad and the good, and hearing my gripes towards the software. I'm gonna let you know. DaVinci Resolve has been acting up. My computer has been acting up. My 4090 somehow, DaVinci Resolve says not enough virtual memory. Anybody that's a computer guy will understand what a RTX 4090 is. You know you have enough. Besides the fact. But one thing that has not messed up this entire time is Dehancer Pro. It is an amazing software. I'm not saying it's amazing because of you could convert your footage from log to Rec 709. You could do all that good stuff. No. I'm not saying it because of that. I'm saying it because it resembles something that we all know and love. It resembles that icing on the cake. It resembles that pie filling. It resembles grandma or grandfather or mom or whoever. We all know that one person that makes that good baked macaroni and cheese. Like macaroni and cheese itself is good, but that crust on top. That is what Dehancer Pro is to your workflow, to my workflow, to my footage, to your footage. It is that crust on that good baked macaroni and cheese. And let me tell you, it is worth every penny. Now, when I first started recording this and when they first contacted me, the price I think was $3.99. Like, I know, oh man, it's so much. Oh my God. No. Hear me out now. For one thing, it's a business write-off. And for another thing, they did raise the price. But it's understandable. So I'm gonna post the price right here and I'm gonna post a link to there. When they sent this over to me, I'm like, okay, thank you for sending it over, because God knows I wasn't about to pay $400. But if I knew what I know now, I would have took that step, paid that $400, paid that $300, however much it was. I would have paid that money. And so many of my projects that I've done and sent out to clients would have had that extra icing on the cake. Maybe I would have got a tip. Maybe I would have got more business. They have still been coming to me, but maybe they would have wanted more. They would have desired more because they would have felt as though they needed that same touch that I provided to them. Not knowing that, hey, I just pressed a couple buttons, Dehancer Pro. It made my life a whole lot easier. So, enough rambling. I'm gonna go through my 2 to 3 gripes in my computer programming side. Most people probably don't even realize this. I haven't seen this in no review where they had a gripe about this. But again, I'm unbiased. I'm gonna tell you like it is. And I'm not gonna be like, oh, they sent me this, so now I'm gonna say all good things. No, man. No, we don't work that way over here. Okay? Let's roll. All right, so here we are in DaVinci Resolve. It's actually recording this time, y'all. Don't ask. So right here's my node tree and how everything works out. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna show you my color management settings because this is the workflow I work in. I don't feel like using LUTs or anything like that. I like DaVinci Resolve. It's a bigger color space with their wide gamut, and then it just converts everything for me. I can mix and match cameras, footage, everything. It's beautiful. So here's my settings. Now, my main gripe, before I even show you this before and after, I'm gonna show you the before just straight out of camera. And then this is a little touch that I changed. But right over here, when you make a new one, made it right here, I'm gonna reset this. I'm gonna bring this over here. Why did my footage change? Why did it change? And my source is not Rec 709. As a computer programmer, when I looked at the code of this program, no, they didn't send me the code. I know how to get in there, see the coding and all that, because of course I'm a computer programmer. I'm supposed to know how to do all this. So why did it not recognize that what color space I'm working in, what color space this footage is, or anything like that? That's one gripe of mine. It should have all that ready. Now, my next gripe to add on to this, my footage changed. Why is it that all of this is already enabled? Why not have it set to a default setting? Like instead of saying custom, like default or base or something like that, or even right here where it already has a film profile set. Like why? Don't do that. In my opinion, it should be a default. It should be a neutral one. You just add the plugin, none of your footage change. It recognizes the input of the footage automatically. DaVinci Resolve could do that. You could pick up on the API or the coding inside of that to put into the program. Now, I know for most people, it probably don't bother you because you could come over here and make a power grade and just have that set. Okay, that's understandable, but you shouldn't have to do that. And a lot of people don't know anything about a power grade, or they're just stepping into DaVinci Resolve. Dehancer Pro is so easy that I actually tried to put my nephew on this. He know a little bit about video editing. He did it with no problem. It's easy. Couple sliders, couple emulations here. As long as you got a good foundation on your footage, you're good to go. So that's my gripe. Now, my next gripe, if I wanted to come over here, let's say hypothetically, I wanted to do a vignette. Okay. Now I wanted to do one probably about like right there. Okay. Now the exposure is right here. I don't want that. I want to kind of control my opacity of each option in here. It's nothing to do that. Or either control the intensity of the effect. Again, it's nothing in here to do that. So that's my other gripe. Most people probably don't bother them. They probably just change it right over here on the whole node, or add another node with just another setting, but I don't want to have to do all that. So that's my only gripes that I have with it. But now that I have gotten out my gripes, now I have told you that you need to go get this and talk to your spouse and ask them to get it for a Christmas present. Because look, it's October. Christmas right around the corner. Hey, and tell them they can use that as a business write-off. Problem solved. Keep that receipt. So I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna reset this because my settings isn't right here. It's right here. So I'm gonna come here. Bam. So now it is very subtle. Little film grain here, little noise here, all that good stuff. And I like the way it flows. So this is how it plays through. Now if we come here and go to the before, like it just looks like somebody picked up a camera and they're very good on a Ronin. They put it in slow motion and they just say, hey, here's your footage. But they said, oh, you took your time with this. Oh, you baked this macaroni. Oh, this pie is filled just nice. This is all of that. This is what Dehancer Pro does for you. And it makes it simple. Now, I'm not going to go into detail on how I did all this because I'm going to take number whatever. I'm going to put the number over here because it's embarrassing just for today. And I'm putting them over here on how many it's been all together. Boy, it has been a struggle. This is my very first review, and it's like I want everything to be perfect because I'm a perfectionist, and that's a bad thing when you're a programmer. Bad thing, trust me. But I like to ramble too, as you saw. I just went completely off subject. But before I get too far and too deep, and before this video getting longer than what it already is, because I want to keep this short, I'm gonna come out with a more advanced that shows my workflow, my HDR workflow, how I grade that, how I upload that, and all that good stuff. And I'm gonna upload this in 8K because some of this footage is 6K and some of it is 12K. So I want you to make sure you see every last detail of this, and I'm gonna put the full video at the end with the audio, all that good stuff, and spice it up just a little bit, okay? So you can see it in all of its glory. But besides that, let's keep going. So we can move on to the next clip. This clip is outdoors, it's natural light. I'm gonna show you exactly what it looked like before the fact. Out of camera, this is what it looks like. Yes, I know it looks kind of bad, XYZ, but hey, shot in Blackmagic Raw. I got this. This is 6K Pro. I could change this. So I did a contrast, I did something with the exposure, did my secondaries, all that good stuff. So bring that back over there. Yeah, change a little bit, not too much, just a little razzle dazzle. So, but I said, okay, I want to add a little bit more icing. It took me all of maybe 3 minutes, if that long. That's just because I was so indecisive on what film grain I was going to use and what profile I was going to use. Like, I'm like, yeah, I want a little grain, want a lot of grain. I don't know. It's just so simple. And it's like, there's a before. It's like, oh, you brought a camera with a Ronin. That looks nice. That just looks so clean and all, but it just don't connect with me. Ooh, that looks, yeah, that. Why does this look like a movie? No, it ain't the black bars. No, it's Dehancer Pro. But they don't know that, but you do. And a spouse that purchases for Christmas for you, they know too. So, enough of that. Before or after, look good, don't it? Okay. Now, let's move on to the next clip. So this clip, I went very, very, very subtle. So subtle that there's no edits on it. Gotcha. All right, so I'm gonna go from beginning to end. Okay. So right here, I like how it's exposed. I might want to bring the shadows down just a little bit. Ooh, too dark. Right there. I need one of them panels, you know. If you want to donate, I happily take it. Or I can ask my spouse and just write it off. Oh, not my spouse. Let me take that back. Dang, I'm not married. Look. I'm manifesting. And if you don't know, you'll probably see from the bloopers and the longer version, I like to keep things natural. So no, I ain't cutting that part out. You can listen. All right. So I'm gonna bring this up, mid-tones right there, and I'm gonna bring up my highlights just a little bit more. Bam. So I know I was supposed to do this down here in the secondaries, but I just wanted to go ahead and get that over because I know that's all I'm gonna do today. Now I'm gonna come over to Dehancer Pro. Now what I did earlier on take number 2 is I came through and set all these settings and I put it inside of a power grade. So I just click, done. And all of them were set. But like I said, I shouldn't have to do that. It should just be bare. It should know what footage I got, what color space I'm working in, and all that good stuff. All right. So since it don't, let's come over here and change a couple of things. So far, my favorite film profile, let's go right here. This is my favorite one. Let's go enable. Look at that. So now it's a little too bright for my taste, but I know when I come down here and go to print, I'm gonna change my print to glossy paper, like a little glossy. I'm gonna hit enable. Bam. So now it's came to the point where it has that right amount of contrast and it's just smooth. I like that. See? Perfect. Simple. How long did that take? No time. No time at all. All right. So now this is my favorite clip out of all these clips besides my baby right there. This is my favorite clip. And I might not go through all of these because I'm trying to keep this video kind of short, but I want to just show you the basics of this. So right now, if we bring this up, this is the straight out of camera. I'm gonna play this through. It's like, oh man, you brought your camera out here. I still don't know what that mean and what that guy was doing. I might have asked him, but besides the point, it's like, oh, you brought your camera out here. That look nice. I'm a flex just because I know I'm on camera, whatever. But let's come here. All right. So now my DaVinci Resolve. I just came in here, did my regular stuff, did little things with the shadow, the contrast, all that good stuff. That's what I did here. But like I said, I'm going back to grandma's house. I can't get enough of that macaroni and cheese. So now I'm gonna enable that. Look at that macaroni right there. That macaroni. That's nice. That's real nice. So if we do before, after, it just does something to it. It's boy. And look at that. Of course, DaVinci Resolve is choking a little bit. Why? I don't know. Like I said, it's been acting up all day. All right. So I think what I would do is I'm gonna do this one as it's kind of dark and it's a lot of lights, there's a lot of color. But a little trick is most of my footage I've always shot the same. Maybe not the same settings, but it's still the same feel to all of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna test to see how good I am. So I'm gonna come here and see how that looks. Just as simple as that. Hey, once you get a workflow down and how you're gonna shoot it, you're good to go. So I'm gonna show you a bigger version. So this is the after. That's the before. So before, it's like, yeah, that's good. Look like it's all over the place, colors everywhere, which it was a wedding party. She don't look like she having fun. She just there to be there, okay? Why are you here? The groom, he over there like, yeah. Bride, I got my best friend holding my dress so I can get my groove on. She's out there. Yeah, and I don't know what's going on with this. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So now if we come back here, let's go out of here, and then that's how it looks. No edits, and then come here. Let's put that back on. All right. So now, let's see, we're gonna come over here and grab this one this time. Let's see. And there we go. So we tried that one first, and now we tried this one. Still looks good, but now everything looks a little too dark. So the benefit of shooting in raw, that's one word I struggle with. I'm gonna come here. I can either change the exposure here, I can change the exposure here, or I could just come here and let's bring this up just to 1600. And then now I'm gonna come here to my secondaries, then bring this up a little, just a hair. Now we can actually see their face. That looks good. So before, after, that gives it that movie effect. Just that simple. Now, showed a couple of clips, but oh no, I gotta show you this one because with the elevation. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be lazy or more efficient, and I'm gonna come here. See, all that's blown out now. It's just all over the place. So we're gonna try this one. I like that look. Then we're gonna look at this one. That's more subtle. I don't like that. That one, that color, I don't really like it on that because I still want it to look how it did. All right. So now the difference with this clip compared to the other ones that I didn't do, I'm gonna come over here, bring it right here to when the sparklers are really up, right? And just come back here out of habit. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come down here to the elevation, turn that on, then turn the bloom on. It just gives it that little extra punch back there. Look at that. And it's just as simple as that. You can't ask for nothing more than that. It's beautiful. So what are you waiting on? I know this video was kind of long, and I know while you were watching this video, you had another window open. Or if you got YouTube Premium, you had your little window at the bottom watching this video, and you was about to order it. If you haven't already, then go ahead and pull that trick. Go ahead, order. It's worth it. Trust me when I say that. It is worth it. If nothing else, just for this clip right here, just that's beautiful. But go ahead and get it. It's worth it.